Well, guys, so in today's video, I just want to talk about women who get married and they feel, um, what is it called? They behave like they are single. I don't know if you know them. Now, let me first of all break it down. In today's class is a marriage class, but then it's for those people who want to get married, people who are trusting God for a spouse, you know, people who want to have the mentality of a married woman. Now, I'll tell you what I mean in a second. Just stick with me, okay? So, there are some people, you get married, okay, and you want to be an activist in your marriage, you know. You get married and you believe that all men are dogs. Of course, you're gonna marry a dog. Trust me. You're gonna marry one of those dogs that you have been believing, okay? I have a scenario of an ex-friend of mine. So this lady, she's ex because we are no longer friends. I don't tolerate friendships with people that are very negative minded, people that I believe we don't have the same focus. I'm too old for that shit. I no longer do that. So there's an ex-friend of mine. She is equally married, and most times our marriage was always having hiccups. And when I started observing it, I'm that kind of person that me, I will tell you the truth. I will tell you the truth, okay? And you'll be like, you're supposed to be my friend. Are you supporting my husband or are you supporting me? I'm that kind of person because some people believe that if I'm your friend, I should support you even when you're doing nonsense. I should support you even when you're talking rubbish. I should support you even when what you're saying is not making sense. But I'm not like that. So one day we had this argument at her house. We were not quarreling, but we were having a conversation. And the husband was around where she was busy saying, hey, no, this, all these women that say, there's one name she used to call herself Shasha, but I can't remember. But all these women that believe, I don't know. Can I call them women freedom fighters? I don't know which was the best term. For some reason, the whole thing has just evaporated from my head. But what I'm trying to say is this. If you want to be married and stay married, you better first of all think as a Christian. If you think as a Christian, it makes things simple for you. For instance, if you marry a man that is a traditional man, he will say, women don't talk when I talk. Women shut up. When I talk, you look down. Why are you staring into my eyes? He's very disrespectful. Do you get? When men are talking, you keep quiet. Because this man you're married to is what? He's a traditional man, and from the tradition where the man grew up in, and God forbid you marry a Nigerian man who is a very traditional man, that's how he will be thinking. But if you marry somebody that is a Christian man, even if he's a Nigerian man, he knows that in marriage we are partners. You are not higher than me. You're not higher than me because of your age, or you're not higher than me because you are the sole provider. You're not higher than me because you are a man and I'm a woman. You will just believe that, okay, we are helpers, we are helpmates, okay? And many people who have been married, that's why I normally say take advice from elderly people, elderly people. If you take marriage advice from all these small boys and small girls, most of them don't have the wisdom to tell you what you want to hear. Most people will tell you marriage is for purpose, okay? Marriage is for companionship, for partnership and all that. Do you get? And then all this money, wealth, love will come back later. But if you talk to some people now, they will tell you, hey, if you don't have money, some of them got married with money. Their wedding was the talk of the town, but they did not last for 3 months. They did not last for 6 months. If money was the marriage, where are they and why did the marriage end? Some of them got married out of love. They were deeply in love with each other. And after like 3 months, they're tired. They don't want to do again. They left. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that if you have a mentality of marriage, especially as a woman, let me talk from a woman's perspective first. Then I'll come back to the men. Because me, I'm your coach, whether you are a man or a woman, because I have the capacity to think like a man and think as a woman. I grew up in between boys. I'm the only daughter in my family, so I know how men think. I know how they behave. I know how they perceive. I know how they reason. I know everything. I can break it down to you. Do you get? So if you want to get married as a lady, you have to think like a woman. A woman thinks submission not because the man is higher than you, but because That is how it's supposed to be. Fahali wawili hawaendeshi meli. You know, two captains cannot make the ship to move. They will be dragging. One person want to go this direction, another person want to go against the way the waves. Another person want to go towards the waves. Do you know? And the whole thing will not just sail easy. It will not sail easy. So in short, you have to advise yourself. Some people say when you get married, your single friends fall off, and they don't want to talk to you anymore. Sometimes it's not as if they don't want to talk to you anymore. Or some people will say, since got married, they don't want to talk to me again because they feel that we were friends and we're not married. Like there's one lady who I came across on YouTube. She was busy saying since she got married, or since all her friends were getting married, or since she got married, her friends fell off. Because you have to embrace your new journey. You have to embrace your marital status. Like you have to embrace it. Let me tell you, marriage is deep and marriage is a lot. Okay? For you to sail easy, you first of all need to come in terms with the reality that you are now a married woman. And you are now going to have responsibilities. And you are now going to answer to someone. Do you know that before you get married and you're living alone, you can just stay at your friend's place and decide that you're sleeping over, you're not going back home, and nothing will happen. You can just stay and say, I'm traveling, and you just get up and pack your bags and go. But when you're married, you have to tell your husband, please, I intend traveling. Such a day, such a place. May I go? You're not telling the person to feel big or anything, but it just comes with marriage. And this cuts across everybody, whether you're male or female. I mentioned one time when I was having one conversation with one of my friends back then, like I think this is like 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago, roughly. And he placed a call to me and he said the conversation. We were just talking because the person knows that I'm a life coach. Okay, so most times we just talk things. Maybe if he wants to see my perspective. And then we got to this conversation of when you get married, you have to be telling your spouse where you're going. And the guy was like, no, I cannot be telling her where I'm going. Am I answering to them, or am I reporting myself? Something, sha. In my head, I was like, then you're not ready to get married. And I told him, I did not even hide it. I told him that you're not ready to get married. And funny enough, the Bible says that marriage is not for everybody. Marriage is not for everyone. So if you know you don't have the capacity to bend your rules, you do not have the capacity to adjust, you don't have the capacity to embrace change, you do not have the capacity to learn, relearn, and unlearn things, marriage is definitely not for you. Because if you are used to going out without asking anybody, in marriage you ask. If you are used to receiving your salary and going out and buying things for yourself without thinking, in marriage you will think. I told you guys when I newly got married, I was already working. Me too, I had my own money. So one day my husband now put me down. He said, babe, you're my wife. We are not business partners. Why is it that you're buying and buying? It's as if we are business partners. You're my wife. If I need you to help me buy something for the house, I'll let you know. And I was just behaving masculine because I grew up among boys. I was brought up to be tough, and then I was staying alone at some point, and I was the everything for myself. So I was kujituma was lazima, do you get? But it didn't sit well with him. So I see me, I said, no, I used to buy things for myself. I can continue buying things for myself. It would have become a problem. But I was just like, okay, you want me to be a baby girl? Oh, okay, I'm a baby girl. Do you get? So if you don't have the capacity to learn, relearn, and unlearn these stuffs, marriage go hard you. Marriage is going to be tough for you. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be like a task. I feel like this video is ending, and I'm going to drop a part 2 because it's long. Do you get part 2? And probably 3 and 4 safe. So this is gonna be like a marriage series. We are gonna be dropping videos, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, like that, sha. But basically we're gonna be talking marriage. So first of all, if you want to marry, think like somebody that wants to get married. You be ready to relearn and learn, and just adjust yourself. Okay, adjust yourself. Basically, that's what you need to do. Like, share, comment, do all the good stuff.